did you feel when you heard that you could come back to school?
I felt really excited and happy I could see my friends again.
Okay. Did you have any worries at all about coming back?
No, a little bit curious about what would happen.
Okay. All right. And now that you're here, how do you feel?
Really happy.
Okay. Is it what you expected?
No, much better.
Oh, how is it better?
Like I thought we wouldn't have like this equipment out. We have more space to play, more outside PE, and yeah.
Thank you. Brilliant.
Hello, Emmanuel. It's lovely to have you back. Tell us, how did you feel when you found out that Year 6 was coming back to school?
First, I regretted. The first day I went, I was angry. I was actually a bit happy. Then when I came, I regretted coming. Then the day after, it just started to get more fun because I felt safe and lots of things were organised.
Okay. What's been good about coming back to school? What have you enjoyed?
That there's less people making noise and we just get to talk about work, and the work's fun.
Mm-hmm. And what about the playground and being in different zones? How does that feel? That must be.
It feels weird, but I start to get used to it.
Mm-hmm. And are you still able to play the things you want to play?
Not really, but yeah, kind of. Not really.
Yeah, it's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what advice would you give to somebody who's feeling a little bit anxious about coming back to school in Year 6? What would you say to them?
You should come because you're most likely you're going to be safe and there's really nothing to worry about.
Great.
So when I was told we were coming back to school, I was quite surprised that we were, and I was like, oh, I don't want to go back to school. But after like the first day, it was actually quite fun, and mostly we were with my friends and seeing them and learning at school. At first, when I found out I was coming back to school, I felt kind of nervous because I didn't know what to expect. But now, because I'm in Miss Pierce's class and I know who I'm with, it's fun, but I also like the fact that I can play with some of my friends and talk to them even if they're in different zones.
I was going back to school. I felt kind of nervous because I didn't know what it was going to be like with all the change that was happening, but it was actually alright, and I've been with my friends a lot, which has really helped me because it was like kind of stressful in lockdown because I was getting really bored and I had nothing to do.
I wanted to come to school because I was asked if I wanted to come to school, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be in groups or there was barriers in like school, in the playground, so I wouldn't get to play with like other people in the group.
When I heard that I was going back to school, I was quite nervous because I haven't seen my friends for ages and I had no idea what it was going to be like because it would be really different from what before we were in lockdown. But now that I'm back, I actually quite enjoy the smaller classes and I just like being with my friends again.
Okay. Can you tell me how you felt when you heard that you were going to come back to school, that you could?
I was excited because I would see my friends again and it was, I hadn't seen them for such a long time. I was so excited. I was so glad I was returning back to school.
Brilliant. And now that you're here, how do you feel?
I feel great. I feel like it's much better than before in the smaller bubbles.
Oh, you like the small groups? Oh, okay. You're not the only person who said that. Ah. And what is it about being in a smaller group?
It just helps me concentrate more and think about the work more. Just be able to relax and have a good time in class.
Brilliant. Thank you, Reese. Hi, Taishay. So how did you feel when you heard that you would be coming back to school?
I was really happy that I could see my friends again, but I did know that things weren't going to be exactly the same, but I was still happy to see everyone.
Okay. Were you worried at all about anything?
I was just worried that I wouldn't see some of my friends, but I did.
Okay. And now that you're in and you're seeing your friends?
I'm really happy.
Okay. And what about the groups?
I'm kind of happy with the groups. I'm happy that I'm with my best friend and I can still see everyone else anyway.
Fantastic. Thank you. So, how did you feel when you heard that you could come back to school?
I felt a little bit weird just coming back because it was like we've had 10 weeks off. It just feels weird for me every time I come back because you've been so addicted to being at your house for a long time. You just feel like you've just started school again.
All over again for the very first time. And it's the longest time that we've ever been out, isn't it? It's usually the longest break is 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So now that you're here, how do you feel?
I feel good. It's different and weird, but it's just good to be back. So you can see your friends again because people couldn't have really talked to their friends. So
What's different?
it's mostly the lunch, the playtimes are longer, and just going home earlier is just...
So it's a different routine from what you're used to.
Yeah.
Do you think it's better?
Some bits are better, some bits are not.
Okay, what's the best bit?
I think people would mostly say playtime. I would, but I'd say the lunch because it's really different and you're with just a little group, you're not with the whole group, so it's a cool experience.
I felt we're gonna have a lot of work and I felt worried. But then when I came to school, I was kind of shy, and for the past days in school, I felt I've got to meet my friend. I got to meet my friends, and I felt happy. And
So just tell me, how did you feel when you heard that you were coming back to school?
I felt excited but nervous at the same time because I haven't seen anyone in a long time, and I was happy because I got to see my teachers and my friends again.
Okay, was there anything else that you were worried about?
Not being able to sit close to my friend or being able to hug my friend or having to see other people that I haven't seen in a long time because we're in different groups.
And now that you're here?
It's not as bad as I thought it would be, and we do get to see a lot of people in the other groups, and it's actually really been fun.
So I was kind of disliking it because I was getting kind of too used to homeschool, but now I kind of feel like it's less boring because you don't sit at home. Also I get to run around the playground so I can do more exercise and get more energetic, really.
That's fantastic. Anything else?
Not really, I'd say that's it.
Thank you.